There is only one presence and one power active within me and throughout the universe. God, the good, omnipotent.
Hello, and welcome to our podcast. This is Unity Church of Chatsworth. Our spiritual leader, Reverend John Washington, and I am Michelle Washington, RN, pastoral nurse.
May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. Paraphrasing from the New Testament book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God.
Several weeks after a young man had been hired, he was called into the personnel manager's office. The personnel manager said to him, "What is the meaning of this? You are not experienced at this kind of work at all. When you applied for this job, you told us you had 5 years experience. Now we discover this is your very first job." "Well," the young man said, "in your ad, you said you wanted someone with imagination." From the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, edited by Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity. The metaphysical meaning of Christ. Christ, the anointed, the Messiah. A name or title applied to Jesus of Nazareth. Jehovah of the Old Testament is the I Am, or Christ of God invisible. The Messiah is the promise of the visible manifestation of that I Am, or Christ. And Jesus Christ is the fulfillment in man of that original spiritual I Am, or Jehovah.
In our own beliefs and concepts,
Yes.
and yet we have that, I'm going to call it that higher blueprint, the divine waiting for us to realize exactly, again, that God is in charge
Of our life and
of
affairs.
our life and affairs.
Yes.
And not, it's not about me, it's about God.
I am merely a channel.
Very good.
Yes.
And we're looking at today, Michelle, these, I'm going to call them uncommon signs and wonders.
Okay.
Uncommon signs and wonders. And I know last week, I referred to, we entertain angels unaware.
Yes.
Sometimes, and the very idea of answered prayer. I know, Michelle, you worked for a time on the prayer line,
Yes.
and the idea of answered prayer, folks would call up and they would say, "Thank you, I received answered prayer this week." Whatever that prayer was, that prayer for healing, that prayer for employment,
Yes.
that prayer for finding that true love without going through eharmony.com. It is not I, but the Christ within who does the work.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. Have a blessed week.